Relax Okay Comics, back to you guys in another video. I'm gonna be reacting to, was it Tyrone? He's already coming out with Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is gonna be funny, man. I haven't seen the movie yet. I will be seeing it Thursday. I'll give you guys my honest review on the movie. But without further ado, like, subscribe, dislike if you dislike it. We're gonna see what this is all about. It's been so much great news so far until I've ran into this. And usually when he comes out with this, he didn't like it. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. Oh my gosh, this dude is, he's just too much, bro. I'm just gonna skip through it.
Me. All right.
Here we go.
Superman 2025 was stupid. It was dumb. It was corny. It was cheesy. It was goofy. It was campy. And it was one big old piece of trash. I said it was one big old piece of trash. My God. That was one of the dumbest, stupid superhero movies I've ever seen, and I've seen Thor: Love and Thunder.
Wow, he really just said that. I think he's just still salty still with the whole, Here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
The crypto bad dog jokes were played like the screaming goats. Hour later. Half hour later. Yeah. There were a lot of characters in this movie, and I gotta say, I think that James Gunn actually handled that well. I think he's actually has a talent for that. I liked Mr. Terrific. I did not like Hawkgirl. Guy Gardner was okay with me. I liked, what's his name? Now I'm forgetting his name. Metamorpho. I liked him. Lois was okay. Jimmy was alright. Lex was kinda good. Crypto irritated me, but there were cute moments. Perry White was just there. Ultraman was Ultraman. He was rather boring, to tell you the truth. I liked Clark's parents, especially his mom. His mom was funny. I liked his mom. Someone shows up at the end of the movie and has a really stupid exchange. A scene with Crypto. Superman himself. It's weird. Like he had his moments. Corn Sweat had his moments. I think that he has the ability to play Clark/Superman however he is written. It's just, I think that the way he was written, there's a lot of him getting beat up. There's a lot of him getting frustrated with things and a little whiny, I liked him, but I didn't really like him. I didn't love him. I didn't feel that Superman was great. The character itself. The score and the music was, it was good at times. Sometimes it was, but I think it fit for the most part. I didn't feel drawn out of it, The special effects. I felt as though the special effects seemed a little bit better than what I had seen in the trailers and in the clips. Certain things with context made more sense, you know, when you're watching the whole movie. But overall, man, it was just so chock full of slapstick camp that I just found myself shaking my head. That was it. And I never got over the suit. However, there were moments where he looked better in the suit, and moments where he didn't look better in the suit. You get what I'm saying? God's honest truth, I actually did forget about the suit at one point. It didn't. I was just like, I was so used to it. It was.
This guy, he hates the suit. We get that. My gosh.
I do not think if there truly is a changing of the guard going on with audiences, then this very well could be a hit. I personally don't think it will be. I think there is a high probability that it will flop. I don't think it's a good movie. And I know James Gunn is capable of making great movies. It's just, I think he brought one recipe to a particular character that it doesn't work with. You know? You ever have two dishes? Something you're cooking, and you normally cook it with chicken, but you decide to cook it with beef this time, and it doesn't taste right? Exactly. You know, what works for Peacemaker does not work for Superman, for me. At the end, the theater was packed. I was able to get a couple of seats from the Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime Superman pre-sale. Get your tickets now. I am Magnus Prime, and I approve this message. Two good seats, too. And I heard, I don't know, I would say maybe 3 or 4 people clapping at the end. It was kind of like that. But the crowd did not stand and applause. It was none of that. I got a bad feeling about this. People have been sending me links to stuff all day long about, oh, look what it's doing on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, so what?
And I was saying about the Rotten Tomatoes stuff, like, people will say they live and die by Rotten Tomatoes. Sometimes you can't really agree with them. I mean, and again, like, this is his own opinion. You know, I'm still going to see the movie.
Critics, we haven't seen the audience yet, and it's already dropped from what I saw. It started out with 90-something%, went down to 80-something% with the critics. So, you know, people could say, oh, you're going to eat crow. I don't care. I wanted it to be a good movie. It did not end up being a good movie. I don't ever have to see it again. I hope he does much better with Supergirl or with the remaining movies. But I got a bad feeling because when you see this movie, there are hints to other movies coming. And if he stays the course, I do not think it is going to fare well for the DCU. I really don't. Christopher Reeve's Superman 1, 2, and 3 blow this out of the water. To me. Man of Steel blows this out of the water. To me. It felt like one long CW episode. That's what it felt like. Tyler's series, I liked it more than this. Tom Welling's series, I liked it more than this. I never watched Dean Cain's series. Man. So there you have it, folks. I told you I would give it a shot. I gave it the old college try. I told you what I liked about the movie. I told you what I didn't like. There were certain shots that were pretty cool. Even that weird one where it shows him flying from different angles, really shaky cam and fast. That actually worked for me in context of what was going on in the movie. There were certain shots of him flying and doing stuff that were really powerful and dynamic. It's just the majority of it was just so full of silliness it didn't work. Not for me. Not for me. I'm going to give this 2 out of 5. Woo! James Gunn, I still like you. Hopefully we got some bangers coming along. Post comments down.
So he gave it a 2 out of 5. Interesting. I don't think he ever like dealt with like he hates anything that has to do with like silly or goofy or whatever like that. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody has their own taste. You know, I'm not knocking him for that. That's his opinion. That's his opinion. But overall, I've been hearing some of the people that I know, some people that went to go see it already, they absolutely loved it. So, I mean, hey, everybody has their taste on, you know, and you already know James Gunn is going to bring that sense of humor to Superman. I'm going to give my honest opinion when it comes to this movie. I hope I'm not disappointed. I think I'm not going to be disappointed. I mean, I'm a fair, easy guy, easy going. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what he's hard. He likes it the way he likes it. He likes that dark, gritty stuff. That, to me, I think that's what he likes. But whatever. Relax with K Comics. If you like the video that I reacted to, like, subscribe, or dislike you guys dislike it. I'm out. Peace. Until Thursday.